Hello, poop chick. Baba Raisa want to talk to you about her COVID-19 quarantine routine. I am in Montreal, it's end of August, and over 5,700 people dead. And so many infected we don't even know, and sexual transmitted infection is rising like skyrocket because who need distancing of any kind or protection. I wrote this rant in springtime when we were just learning about nature of this virus, and of course with lots we still don't know, but one thing I did know, because I've done so much work with animals in veterinary clinics and farms, that virus that make you this sick and can kill you is not something to fool around with. So from beginning, I am scrubbing my hands and using sanitizers and disinfectant wipes. And who knew that you would have to give instruction to adult, wash your hands? You know, poop chick, I'll tell you something. When I was younger, I thought that as I aged, I would gain more acceptance and respect for human race. Didn't happen. Okay, so other thing is I'm disinfecting soles of my shoes. You know, first thing, when there is some kind of epidemic in vet clinic or farm, swine flu, avian flu, mad cow, canine parvo, disinfectant foot bath in every doorway, because where do you think droplets land? And not just from animal. They're saying people sneeze, people cough. It's on floor. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, and I'm distancing like crazy. Okay, so I am scared. I am still scared because I am senior, I am disabled, I am person at risk. This virus could very well kill me. And my concerns when I ask people to distance all of time here in Montreal, they just don't. And I've had people cough in my face and laugh. I've had people give me crap that, oh, you're not gonna die. Oh, that's just in care home. That's just nursing home. Only, right? Because they don't matter. Poop chick, who is in care home? Yes, of course, there's preponderance of old people, but you are in care home because you need care. And that usually means someone with disability. Lots of young people in care homes, middle age, all kinds. It's just more old people because we tend to acquire a disability as we age, or existing disability worsen. So that is how you end up stacked like cords of wood in this old people disability warehouse. Oh well, 5,700 plus dead, most of them in there. And they don't understand how virus carry. You know, anybody working in care home hospital could carry children. So anyway, what I'm saying is that from beginning, I am doing everything I can, and I am seeing so much carelessness that I'm frightened, okay, because it's a terrible way to die, and I would be very scared of what happened to my little rabbit Borislav. Okay, so today, here is my routine for one day during COVID-19. Today I sleep in and I ignore Borislav's dirty rabbit looks. He gets mad if curtains are closed, and also when he does not run a whole tiny apartment, because I have to put fence between him and my electronics, because you know rabbits, they chew cables, right? So pigeons have taken over my balcony and are constantly making romance. It's prolonged. They roll around. They do it inside empty plant pot. They do it with lady pigeon hanging onto balcony railing going, crew, crew, crew. He is a big boy. Flap, flap, flap me. They banging on my metal door, you know. They lay eggs. They lay eggs right beside my balcony door, so I almost step on. They trust me for some reason, and they're just doing it all the time. Okay. You know, I tearfully removed first clutch of eggs that they laid by door, and I blame myself because I took in abandoned baby last year. But pigeon poop is worst thing for you. It's toxic anyway, and during respiratory virus crisis, that alone could kill you. So this little baby, I had new neighbor move in who was scary. He took his clothes off on his balcony and left them there, including his little tighty whities. And I took picture and give to landlord. And soon he is gone. And but he scared the parent pigeons, the abandoned baby, and I come out early in the morning to check on him, and he's just little cold featherless lump. He's 2 days old, little pink lump, and his little eyes are just barely open, but they're glazed over. And I go, oh, I can't leave him. So I take him in house, and I held this little pooper's cold featherless body in my naked lap while I'm sitting on toilet and bathroom. I'm in small place right now while I'm going to school temporary, and I'm begging little pooper to eat something. I mush up tuna and Boris's old pellets. Rabbits shouldn't eat pellets. They're to fatten them up for people. Anyway, so I mush up pellets because they are full of grain and with tuna, and what else did I put in? Some notes here. Oatmeal. And I put everything in rubber glove because little baby, he going to stick his head in big finger of rubber glove. This is so cute. You have to see. When he survived, and parents come back next day. Good story, right? But he bonded to me anyway. But I get to watch him. They mature within 6 weeks. He's as big as his parents. But they eat by sticking whole head into father's mouth. And they go, "Boo!" And they stick their beaks down father's throat and eat his vomit. And you thought your life was disgusting. Okay, so he warm up and he start eating. And other than that, I don't feed pigeons. I do not provide some kind of encouragement. Yet, there they are, right now, sitting impudently on my windowsill. This year, this little baby who survived, he come and he walk up and down my windowsill, he cock his head, he go, "Crew, crew, 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 crew. How you doing, Baba? Remember when I was little naked baby and you held me in your lap and make me food? Can I come in? That is awfully big cave you have there. We would like to live in your cave. In the meantime, we are going to make romance, lots of it, and lay eggs on your balcony." Ha! Crew, crew. Just the other day, little pigeon face, 6 inches from here. I'm sitting at a computer, and his little face. "How you doing, Baba?" Somehow I pictured extinction of human race to be more graceful. Well, when pigeons are here, my rabbit thump, 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 like a thumper in Disney movie. Danger, 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 with hind foot. He was terrorized when his former owners, who dumped him after Easter, made him live in outdoor rabbit hutch prison. Did you know that is where USDA, U.S. Department of Agriculture, got puppy mills from? Why are we screaming about puppy mills but not about rabbit mills? It's time to start. Oh, I don't know if you heard that pigeon flapping. So, when we first drove to Montreal from BC, and I got high-rise apartment, I spent 6 hours lying on my back on floor while little bunny is clutching my cardigan and shaking because seagulls from St. Lawrence River fly right by, and now these pigeons. Oh, and I brought little pigeon in the house with so much thumping, but now he's pretty okay. He get desensitized. Well, so now we are back to this morning. I am in bed. Remember, we were just talking about one day in my life. And I toss Boris a treat, and then I turn over to wall to get some more sleep. Amuse yourself, crazy zayats. I drive right across country to protect you from this rabbit Ebola that has now spread down west coast and southern states. Is terrible. Kill rabbits in 24 hours. Now, rabbit, you be nice to me when I am at risk. Also, you really enjoyed that road trip, and you loved being lost on Quarry Road in Alberta hoodoos. Don't pretend. Especially when you see jackrabbits and antelope. You were hopping up and down in your crate and going, oh yes, this is so good. And then you stick tongue out at them. Go, I am driving in car with my own personal chauffeur. You are still hopping. So I spend a few minutes blocking trolls from my Facebook page and email every stinking day. It seems like lots more YOLOs, idiots, have nothing better to do when they have to spend time faced with themselves. I wonder, do they talk like this to people around them? Probably. Otherwise, they are around people because they are willing to take position on committee nobody else wants? Or they making so many perahe obsessively for church supper and sales that they're very proud of themselves and put all their compulsion and rage into these perahe, so people let them stay. Well, one of these guys, trolls, he's a confused mansplainer, and he tell me to do something bit plunger, the details of which, I must admit, he sound like expert. Now I look out at balcony, and there is my purple heart plant. I keep this thing alive from tiny seedling. I encourage it. I break my back all winter watering the thing, but it is still green. I walk sideways in my apartment so as not to break its little branches. Now you are outside. Turn purple, you son of a bitch. I wrap disinfectant wipes around my hands and I go out to Forested Park. I wear shorts because it's spring, but I do not shave legs because social distancing. I walk around and do deep breathing, long expansion exercise, and I bend over tree trunk and tree branch because trees are oxygen tanks and ventilators, right? But I forget I am not still in BC, and I forget my socks, so I'm cold. But anyway, there I am, and I start singing exercise for my lungs. Softly and tenderly Jesus is calling, calling for you and for me. There on the portals he's waiting and watching, watching for you and for me. Come home, come home, ye who are weary, come home. Earnestly, tenderly, Jesus is calling, calling, oh sinner, come home. So now people start gathering around because they think I am having a revival tent meeting in forest. Wrong. Distance, people, distance, distance. I know I am glorious, but try to keep away. And then somebody started building out of tree branches, and now other people help, and then this weirdo hang a hammock and in middle of path, and he is swinging, and I'm going, this is crazy. Why are so many people dead in Montreal? Okay. So yesterday, I tried to get groceries. I do not have them delivered. You know why? Because they interrupt you. They will not give you time to deliver. I could be making video and I have to answer door, wreck everything. Other but main problem is I have seen how some stores here handle groceries right in front of your face. No sanitizing. And I am genuine scared to have someone in back handle my groceries and deliver them. Delivery person, they are delivering other people's groceries and interacting all day, plus whatever pathogen is in their car. Okay, so I go get my own groceries and I do my own sanitation, face mask distance. Yes. Well, I left store after standing in line 15 minutes because when I get up close, cashier, yes, she's wearing mask, but she is dripping sweat. Dripping sweat. And she is not sanitized. She a bottle sanitizer. She's not sanitizing whole time I am in line. And I look at counter, and you know how when there is piles of bacteria on counter that get white circles, like, you know, around drinking fountain in Soviet building? Disgusting. So I say to her, I'm kind of confused because I'm already in lots of pain from standing on hard floor and my fridge is empty. So I'm trying to make this, you know, when you just try to make something work. And I say, please use sanitizer on hands and wipe counter. And she take bottle and she put it on floor and look at me like this. Oh, look this. And manager come. And because I asked for, okay, not because I'm doing something crazy, I need to see manager and she's over there, right there. She come to my face. I can offer you a bottle of Purell, madame. I go, your cashier, I think she's sick with COVID. And by this time, cashier she's trying to hold back cough behind mask. And I just go, oh, and I leave cart full. Everything, my produce, my dairy, my everything. So now I have to find another store and I am in pain and now I have to re-sanitize, right? Well, then I hit nice pet store where they do not shill animals from some terrible mill or some backyard breeder to get litter liners and hay for Borislav. They have sanitizer, they have distancing, they have plexiglass, they're letting only a couple people in store at a time. Perfect. And I thank them for not selling animals and being so clean. It's worth extra couple dollars to have these assurances, right? All right. So now I go to least infected Montreal neighborhood is where most doctors live, called Westmount. I stand in line outside grocery store. People are distancing. Good. Except disability parking is, of course, at other end of street. Is there, but is least convenient stall. You know why? Because accessibility here mean, let's see you crawl up those stairs, you disgusting crap. Do you know last year I got concussion on accessibility ramp? Who make ramp out of bricks and then leave some bricks loose? Oh, a stylish ramp, that is why. I went to pool here at Y, and there were stairs inside ramp. I fell in water, twist my knee. Because contractors make lots more money adding these little features. So accessibility, even when they say it's there, it has stairs. There are flights of stairs, so many places, up to elevators. I went to another pool. I am pool tourist. I swim 3 days a week to keep my sexy body and for pain management, right? This is my exercise. It's a good thing. I love water. Anyway, I go to this one pool in West Montreal, and there is flight of slippery stairs up to showers. So I have to drive back all the way across town without shower. Even for able-bodied people, this is terribly dangerous. This tile stairs upstairs to shower. Anyway, so I'm standing in line outside grocery store, and Thankfully, carts are sanitized. There are hand washing stations. But I use my disinfectant wipe on handle anyway. The only person who notices my hairy legs in lineup turns out to be veterinarian. So we have good chat about how she is imposing. Pardon me, do you know I just ate 2 ice cream bars? Small ones, little baby mini ones, but still. Okay, so this veterinarian is telling me how she, keeps safe, still treating pets at this time. But I notice she is looking long and meaningfully at my legs while we are discussing how likely virus is to transfer on fur. Because I am seeing something crazy. You know these people that walk their dogs with toilet roll dispenser is so ugly. And this leash comes shooting out cheap thing. They break half of time and the leash is winding around car wheels and dragging dog under and wrapping around people's legs and cutting into their bones. Really, extremely dangerous, crazy leash. But these people, they are letting strangers, wherever dog is running on this toilet roll dispenser, they're letting strangers touch their dogs. And stranger making kissy to dog. Any pathogen, any virus or bacteria on stranger is going to be on your dog, and vet agree with me. So finally vet is looking at my legs so long and meaningfully that I have impulse to mention it. Did shave my legs, distancing, And vet go, just keep washing your hands. As if I am busy stroking my hairy legs in private. People are always saying random things to me. And you know what? Why is my hair going gray? You say, I'm still blonde. I don't think I'm delusional. But half gray. Everything is going gray. My beautiful long dark eyelashes are gray now because you can't even see them. Now I look at man and he think I have eye disorder. But leg hair is last to go, is apparently highly visible to all people even 6 feet away. So I buy organic vegetables for myself and Boris. Red kale, beautiful non-pesticide basil, carrots, spinach, beautiful things, beets, and cruelty-free biodegradable dish detergent because it's good for my immune system and does not experiment on animals. I'm yet to become vegan, but I would like to. So I wash hands leaving store. And now come another COVID challenge. Store employee, he tried to be helpful, but he do this coming right up to my face when I'm washing hands and I'm leaning away, and I say, distance, and he go leaning closer, what, and really loud because I'm older, I'm deaf. I go, back off, and he go, what? I say, are you trying to hug me? Well, some manager is standing over here, and he's now stepped forward almost in my face, and he go, you know that way that white men look at you when you are not young and not size 0? So that's okay, Christian. I go home and I write you beautiful review on Yelp. So I finally make it alive out of store at least. Go down street to disability spot somewhere in back alley over a pothole this big. And I drive home to my downtown apartment. And now I have to slalom ski around all these delivery food trucks from restaurants, which kind, different ones. in back alleys, and they blocking parking everywhere. They block actual sidewalk. They're on sidewalk. And you know what else? I'm thinking, good thing I'm getting my own food despite obstacles, because I look in these cars. Not one has hand sanitizer, disinfectant wipes, and I'm seeing these guys coming in and out my building, in lobby, by elevators. My building have actual disinfectant pump spray in front of elevators, okay? I never see these guys wipe their hands with their own or with our buildings. They're going from apartment to apartment. Really? I'm wondering why Montreal have most of Canada's COVID deaths. 5,700 plus, and always I'm thinking about this. So I'm getting out of my car and I look at my seat and I'm thinking, this is when we were all in panic about toilet paper and disinfectant that I can't find anywhere, but I find at Canadian Tire. Okay, so I look at car seat where I have sanitizers and I'm thinking, is leaving them on seat some kind of negative temptation? Somebody going to break my window? And I still have a roll of toilet paper in back seat from my road trip. And I'm going, oh well. So I have this little, old lady grocery cart. No, it's woman's cart. Alice Walker talk about this. It's woman's cart. So I have one hand on my cart and I kick wipes to the floor so they are not visible. And they join two finished mini Kobasa pockets, crunchy wrapper, and greasy napkin from where I took into car on my homemade holopsy when I was in rush to get out of house. And it's just little wrinkled dry cabbage leaf too. Well, Poopchik, you have to keep up your mood, or immune system will go into total failure. At home, I juice organic veggies for myself and I make Boris nice salad. Then I have to lie on floor and lock eyes with him because this is stipulation for rabbit eating veggies. It is how they bond. They eat together eye to eye. They're very social. Boris ignores raspberry on top his salad just because he is a dick. He will gobble this up once I am gone from room. Well, I think he has never forgiven me for his neuter. He was 3 pounds. I found him 1.5 pounds, just little beaten, wounded skeleton on the road. And when he is about 3 pounds, he have balls on him, like 12-pound dog. They are dragging on ground when he hops. Unbelievable. I had to do it. I had to have him neutered. He was doing so many drive-by, I love you sprayings, because that is what they do. I was wrapped in shower curtain in my own home. Plastic everywhere. If I put him in his pen, he spray me when I come to feed him, or I can't just abandon him, right? So I'm spending time even when he is pen and he's spraying. Well, he loved me so much. But this neutering, it have odd effect of making him hump Tupperware. Sometime he gets so enthusiastic, he gets stuck inside, and I have to pry him out and administer CPR. But it's still easier than living with most people. So my university is now online. I read email from my 12-year-old sociology professor. She says my term paper is tangential. What you expect, Dorohenka, sweetheart? I am old woman immigrant. I have lots of stories. Sociology is where we learn about how people live in groups and why, and you should read that paper on the Second World War. I live it! I live all sorts of things you are only reading about! University with all these kids! What a trip! You should see some messages they send me like this. Did you know that Hitler... So, I'm at home having dinner. I roast 5 cloves organic garlic for immune system. And I melt with Swiss cheese and glass of Pinot. But I step on Boris's raspberry on my way back to the living room. Of course. I watch show Tommy and wish I was Edie Falco in a Hollywood mansion. Have you watched these Hollywood stars quarantining? Oh! You don't have to be bored. Just take a dip in your backyard pool and then jog around your grounds. Really? Okay. So, I have little more to add to my rant. I wish I could have memorized this, but honest, my memory is going, and part of it is that concussion from accessibility ramp. Okay. Our road trip from BC to Quebec, 2018. You know, I did shows along the way. My show is called Hello Pupchik, Baba Raisa teach you how to be Ukrainian. Some of it was great, some of it was flop. Anyway, this was Boris's first time in hotel. He loved it. First night, he sit himself down outside of Monolith, which is dresser. I show you picture later. Then he say carpet smell weird, and he go hopping off looking for a remote and try to eat buttons. I didn't let him, of course. He zoom for hours under bed, under luggage cart, and then he flop in front of AC. He become big hit right across country because he learned in 1/2 day that if he make dancing around and look cute and then flop, and show his creamy belly, the hotel staff will bring him treats. Soon I have parade. I have maids and managers and desk clerks and everybody in my hotel room going, oh, look at little bunny. Let the guy give him treat, and he get fatter and fatter. So, spider bite me at this hotel just outside Calgary, and my hands swell like balloon. I use hot tub with ring of beer cans around and greasy rings on water. Well, I pre-booked online, and there I am. You hear another story how I am smuggling Boris into hotels as exotic handbag dog. But I'm still having to find hotels, pets allowed, and accessible. But I should have known about this hotel when I drive up, and his big sign on door, screaming capital letters, as educated people always use, take off your boots! Sketchy men glare at me from breakfast room, so luckily I find grocery store, just eat in my room. This is just what we need after driving through hailstorm in Golden, BC, highest point in Rockies. You just look straight down mountain to your death. Boris, by now, has relaxed in back seat. And he is singing. He's looking out the window at mountain peaks. Going, Rocky Mountain High! Now he is glaring at me in rear view from middle of his luggage, which take up whole back seat. Toys, you have 2 litter boxes, pen, food pans, hay, bedding, everything. And he go, forward, Baba! Make this baby hum! He is yelling like tiny, selfish banyak that he is. Who can teach you about road trip with rabbit? It's something you have to experience yourself. My thigh had huge bruise from my arm falling asleep on wheel. I am clutching so tight, I drive down mountain slamming my arm into thigh because it has fallen asleep. My hands are all cut up from rhinestones that I thought were a good idea. Just before I leave town, I put on this brand new sparkly veil cover. That was my mood leaving. Okay, and now I am bleeding. 2 days later, I just have lost all hope. In hotel, I discover my piece of crap chain store cell phone don't work in your zone. I soon discover my zone is whole stinking country. How I am going to communicate to venues where I am having my shows across country? I lose 10 pounds in 5 days from stress. When I get to Winnipeg performing at Oseradok, my skirt fall down in front of everybody, and die Boja, I thank God for spandex. And I am so classy woman, mine are black. Well, that is part of our road trip. This hotel outside Calgary not only have biting spider and filthy pool, no shower, they have everywhere compact fluorescent. Don't go there, stay healthy, distance, wear a mask, and do I really have to tell adult person to wash hands? Oy, oy, oy. Signing out, poop chick.